Now, for more on this, we're now being joined by Andrew Nakimson from Thailand. He is the managing editor of Frontier Myanmar. Andrew, thank you very much for joining us at this hour. So, help me understand here. The National League for Democracy Party's leader is deposed and jailed and has been extended, like the time in jail has been extended now. How does the military expect her party to re-register and participate in an election if they continue to muzzle her and the party?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question that kind of lays bare the dishonesty of this process. I think what the military was hoping for was to create a schism in the NLD and get some more cooperative members to register the party. And so then be able to kind of pretend that the NLD was participating in this process because it could co-opt a handful of officials. But obviously even that didn't work because the party has not registered at all.
Andrew, the military announced a 6-month extension of a 2-year state of emergency and postponed elections it had promised to hold by August. What do you make of the military junta in Myanmar?
Yeah, I mean, I think that shows that they don't have the level of control that they hoped they would have by now. I think they really do want to roll out elections across the entire country. And there are so many parts of the country that are still in open revolt where they wouldn't be able to hold even a bogus election. They wouldn't be able to establish polling stations. They wouldn't be able to have campaigning because there's ongoing conflict. There are regime officials being assassinated regularly. So I think that's the main reason for the extension, is to give them another 6 months to try to get these areas under control.
Andrew, what are some of the changes that will make a difference in Myanmar at this moment, you think?
That's a really hard question to answer. I mean, I think that the dissolution of the NLD is another indicator. We've had many indicators of this, but another indicator that this military regime is really not interested in any kind of compromise or negotiation. I mean, they've gone farther than other juntas have, because in previous military regimes, they didn't take this step to dissolve the NLD. So I think, you know, what would be needed to actually start to improve the situation in Myanmar is really difficult to answer. Both sides, not that I want to equate both sides, but both sides have very high ideological barriers for negotiating. The pro-democracy movement and the military both really don't see the value of negotiating right now, and that hasn't changed over the course of 2 years, and I don't see anything directly on the horizon that indicates that will change in the next couple months or anything like that.
Managing editor of Frontier Myanmar, been talking to Andrew Nakimson from Thailand. Thank you, Andrew, for giving us time and talking to WION The World is One today.
Thank you for having me.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.